guys, today I am doing an updated video on what's in my bag. So I think I did this video about a year ago, and now that I'm going to a new school, it's a new start to the new school year, and I got a really nice bag. I've been eyeing this bag for quite some time now, and I asked my mom to get it for me for my birthday, and she was very sweet and actually did get me the bag. So I wanted to share all of the things that I'm putting inside of my bag to get me organized, get me ready for the new school year, and to keep me prepared. Okay, so the great thing that I love about this bag, number one, I think, is the color. So many people say that it almost looks like a man bag, and the likelihood of it actually being a man bag is really high. But that's okay. I absolutely love this bag. I love how many pockets it has. It has two small pockets right in the front. When you open up the first big front pouch, you have a spot for you to be able to put your laptop in. And then you have another compartment to be able to put other things in. If you look at the back pouch of this bag, there are two separate magnetic little areas that you can put some other things inside of. It has a nice handle for you to be able to just kind of pick it up and put it into your car. I find it so much easier to be able to put bags in your car when they have just a small handle up at the top. And then it has just a really long strap for you to be able to put on your shoulder. And I just like the way that it hangs. It hangs so nice. It is a little bit heavy, but that's the cost for beauty to me. I don't know. I love it. So I'm gonna happily deal with it. So I'm going to go through and just kind of pick apart my bag for you and just tell you all the things that I have inside of it. So looking at the very first little bitty pouches, one thing that I absolutely have to make sure that I keep with me at all times is my iPhone charger. So I have a reason really behind this, because in Alabama there was an ice storm one year, and I remember I had just had Blaine, who was my younger son. I had gone to go and try to pick up Ian because it was snowing and they were letting school out earlier, and they didn't realize how bad it was going to get. Well, I got to the school just in time because my car started sliding everywhere, and ended up not having anything to charge my phone. So everyone was scrounging around looking for places to be able to charge their phones because nobody had enough cords. So definitely a must-have in order to keep everything charged. You never know when you're going to need it, to be honest. So iPhone charger is an absolute must. And I like to keep the bigger blocks because I also charge my iPads with it as well. Next up in that exact same pouch is a screen cloth. So I like to make sure that I keep these little cloths just because fingerprints bother me sometimes, or let's say just something spills on it, or it gets dirty, or just something happens. You just never ever know. I have two kids, so the chances of them having something grimy or gross on their fingers is really high, and I have to make sure that everything gets cleaned off. So I like to keep one of these in my bag just so that I can make sure that I'm protecting any of my electronics and I have something to be able to clean them off. Next up in the smaller pocket, I have an Endless Weekend lotion hand cream. I love this scent. It is shea butter with vitamin E, and this is from Bath and Body Works. But somebody had given me this, and it is absolutely such a beautiful scent, and I think it's because it just does remind me of the sea. Like, I love anything that's very fresh, very clean, very sea smells like, and the sea just makes my heart happy. I also bought some very cheap old sunglasses because what I found is that I will either forget my sunglasses or just something happens. I leave them in a car, I leave them in another bag. You never know. So I bought some cheapy, just plain sunglasses, nothing really fancy, and I keep those in that pocket too, so that if I'm on recess duty or something like that, I can have my sunglasses. I have a very bad time. My eyes hurt so bad in the sun, so having some sunglasses is extremely important for me, because if not, I get very cranky. Next thing that I have inside of there is my badge. So I keep my school badge on a lanyard because I find that it's just the easiest thing for me. And we have scanners, so this just allows me to scan to be able to get into any of the doors in the building. So I keep that one in my front pocket as well. So when you're looking inside of the bigger front pouch, you'll find some of the different little necessities. One of them being my laptop. Now, the laptop that I have in there right now is actually my personal laptop. I will be getting one from the school, which then I'll be using this to carry the school laptop back and forth. I don't think I'm going to be using my personal one, only because they're both Macs. I'm very comfortable with a Mac, and luckily the school has Macs. So it's very nice that I can have something that I am very used to, and I think will transition really well. So in front of my laptop, I have a few really special items for me. One of them being my planner. So I made this planner. If you guys haven't already checked it out, I will leave a link to the video that does the complete walkthrough of my planner video. But this is where I pretty much log all of my information and my lesson plans. So my planner is something that I absolutely like to take with me back and forth. I don't tend to like to keep that at school, only because there are times when I like to sit down and just do a little bit of planning at home, and if I don't have my planner with me, then I won't be able to get anything done. So my planner keeps a lot of information for me to be able to do a little bit of work home if I actually do decide to do some work. The next items that I have, one of them being an Inkwell Press quarterly planner. Now, I switched out of my 3-ring planner because mainly it was just too bulky for me. I don't like to handle a lot of different things, and I'm already carrying so much as it is that carrying another 3-ring binder for A5, I think I had the Kiki K, it was just too much in the end. So I decided to go and get the quarterly Inkwell Press planners, and I absolutely love it. I love Inkwell Press. I love what the arrangements of it. I love the colors of it. It's really pretty, and it's extremely functional for me. And with this planner, I don't really log a lot of. So I guess the way that I should explain this is more of like my business side planner and my to-do list planner. So a lot of the things that deal with like teachers and things like that, that all goes in there. But when it comes to me dealing with YouTube, with my blog, with the lettered classroom in general, and a couple of things that are like my family that I need to get done, all of that goes inside of this planner. And it's really nice to be able to just throw it in my bag, and it's very easy, small, and it doesn't weigh too much. So it's really functional, and if you haven't already checked out Inkwell Press, definitely go and check them out. They are fantastic. The next thing that I have inside of it is a Take Note Ted Baker journal, and I absolutely love this. This was a new find for me. The colors are absolutely beautiful. It has this foil on it, and I'm not sure if it's pulling up on camera or not, but it is rose gold, and it is absolutely to die for. I always keep some type of a journal with me at all times, because this is where I can write down notes. I can write down anything that is just in my brain that I need to let it out, and this is where I put all of it. So my husband even knows that if there's something that he needs for me to do and he goes to write it down, he writes it down in this notebook, because this is pretty much where I go and check. I go through these rather quickly because it's so much chicken scratch, and I am absolutely loving the Ted Baker notebook. So inside of my journal, and actually also inside of my planner, like my actual planner, I also attached a little pen holder. This one is the one that's inside of my teacher planner. I actually got those from Amazon, and I will definitely link those down below for you guys so you can go and look into them. But what it is, it just has a sticky back, and you attach it to the very back, and it gives you a pen loop. I thought that this was genius because I have so many like times when I'm always looking for my pen, and y'all, I'm a little bit OCD about the pen that I use, and I will straight up tear a house down until I can find my pen. So again, inside of my little journal one, when I bought my Lily Pulitzer bag, which I'm going to show you in just a moment, but when I bought my Lily Pulitzer bag, it also came with a little pen loop sticker. So you can attach it to the back of any type of journal, and it'll give you access to a little pen loop on the side, which is so phenomenal. But I have a little bit of a love affair with a certain pen. I like to use the Frixion Clicker erasable pen. Now I'm a little weird because I don't like the 07 size. It's a little bit too fat for me. It gives me way too much ink. So I like to do the 0.05 size, and that absolutely is perfect for me and for both of my planners. It helps to reduce how big and fat the writing comes out at the very end. Plus, it's erasable, and I cannot tell you how many times I mess up with writing, and it drives me crazy that I can't go back and erase. So having an erasable pen is an absolutely must for me, and I really need to go through and just make a few more purchases of these because I only have one at the moment. And if I lose this one, I honestly don't know what I'm gonna do because this is all I ever write in any of my planners or my journals. To go along with all of my planning supplies that I keep in that big, large pocket, I have a Lily Pulitzer just bag, and I love it because it's a vinyl bag, so it's very, very easy to clean. But inside of this, I keep a lot of my planning materials, anything that I may use inside of my planner or inside of my journal. So I have lots of little stickers in here. Some are mine, some are from Luckity, which are absolutely beautiful. I keep a few extra pins inside of here, some post-it notes, and then I also have, which is probably really, really strange, but I used to work at Vera Bradley when I was in school, and I got this for free, but it was a measuring tape. So now I have a measuring tape that I absolutely always have to keep with me at all times because you just never know when you have to measure something. So I keep that in this bag, and it fits perfectly. So this is the kind of my little planner accessory part of my bag. I also keep some of my very own stickers that I'm starting to make. Now I promise these are not up in my store yet, but I promise you they are coming. Hopefully in August they will be up and ready to start shipping. But I keep some of these event stickers just because it's really nice to be able to use inside of my teacher planner. I also have some of the subject area stickers for the weekly pages that I put inside of there. And then I'm working on a few day planner stickers, and then I am also doing some to-do list stickers as well, so you can put inside of the monthlies. In the very back of my bag is going to be where I keep all of my technology gadgets, I guess is almost what I could say, and beauty products. One of them being my school iPad. So our school gave iPads to all the teachers, and all the students have one-to-one, so we use iPads quite a bit, and a lot of my instruction is going to be happening with our iPads. So I tote mine around, and this is just in the case that the school gave me. I have yet to find one that I'm absolutely loving, and I would like to switch it out, but it will come, and I will share that with you once I finally find one that I am smitten all over. The next thing that I am kind of toting around with me is my vlog camera. I use the Canon G7X vlog camera, and I absolutely love it because the top does flip. So usually you guys can always tell when I'm looking at the screen. It's because I'm looking at myself and making sure that I don't look absolutely awful on camera. But I love that, and I am hoping to vlog a lot and kind of give you guys a tour of my day and talking to you guys a lot about just reflections and things like that. So I want to make sure that I'm carrying that with me. And then the next thing that I keep inside of there too is a phone recharger. I love having this, and this one is something that my husband honestly just threw in my bag one day because he wanted to make sure I always had a charge on my phone. But you would plug this one up into the wall like so. This part pops out over here, and plug it up into the wall to charge it. And then it has a spot for the USB, and then it also has another cord here that you could use as well. So it's really nice. It's very handy, and I do like to keep this with me just in case I ever do need to charge my phone while I'm on the go. Next up are some headphones. Now, they are probably a hot mess inside of here, and by probably I mean they are. So they are a tangled, crazy hot mess. But I keep two different types of earphones in here. One of them being the in-ear buds, and these are pretty much just basic that come with the iPhone, and I love these because they are just so easy to be able to put on. And sometimes when I am recording a video or I'm recording anything, it's so much easier to record in this. And these are over the ear headphones, so whenever I'm listening to something, usually when I'm doing some type of editing or something to that extent, I'll wear these just because they're so much more comfortable. But I will leave a link down below. I got these for Christmas this past year and I absolutely love these headphones. Another Vera Bradley bag. Again, I used to work there, so I got a lot of like my cosmetic bags from them, just because they were just way cheaper for me since I did get a discount. But I really like this one because I love the little clip. The open clip. I love it. This, if you're gonna even try to start looking for this pattern, I can guarantee you it's already retired and it's no longer being sold anywhere, so you will not be able to find it. They go through patterns like crazy. So but I do love this little bag. And another thing that I really like about it is that on the inside it has that vinyl material, so it's well protected and I know nothing is going to spill on there. So a lot of this stuff is going to be like my makeup items that I keep inside of it. So some things that I always like to make sure that I keep with me at all times, and this is another little Vera Bradley bag. It's again something else that I got for free when I was there. They give away a lot of little gifts, which is really cool. But this is just a little pill case and I absolutely love this, and I like to keep these with me just because I have a tendency to get headaches and migraines quite a bit, especially when the seasons are changing. So keeping some type of Advil with me is absolutely important. Some few makeup items that I keep with me, and I don't tend to try to refresh my makeup during the day at all. Like, I'm really bad about it. But the couple of things that I do like to make sure, let's say I'm going out, going to dinner with somebody afterwards, some things that I will make sure that I refresh on are some lip products. One of them is a Revlon Color Stay in blush, which is absolutely beautiful. I'm not really big with crazy lip colors. Like, I'm a subdued person and I like just the more natural look of it. The next one is the Revlon Ultra HD matte lip color, and I'm absolutely loving this one right now. This one is in the shade, I'm not sure, but it's really beautiful, and this is probably one of my favorites that I wear constantly. As far as my next makeup item that I carry with me, it's going to be the Rimmel London Match Concealer. And I just like to make sure that I touch up under my eyes because I know I look sleepy. I have really bad under eye circles and dark circles. So making sure that I touch up on any of this if I was to go out to dinner is very important. Some other little necessities that I feel like I should have in there. One of these is a new product for me, and this is actually like a perfume roll-on. So it smells absolutely beautiful, but it's Mon Paris by, I don't know, but it smells gorgeous. It's very clean, very fresh, maybe has a hint of fruit in it, but it smells fresh and it's not too powerful. So like I said before, I get really bad migraines and any type of perfume or anything will give me a headache. So I don't typically wear a lot of it, but this does not. So it's really nice and I like to keep something on me. Again, you just never know what would happen. So along those same lines, again, you have to have something to make sure that you're smelling fresh at all times. So I always keep one of these, especially for me, because I have a really bad habit of forgetting to put this on for some odd reason. So I always have to keep one of these with me. Last few items that are in this, I always keep some little hair bands with me inside of my bag. Sometimes my hair drives me absolutely nuts and it ends up having to go in some type of a bun by the end of the day. I also keep some floss because I cannot handle having anything stuck in between my teeth. And the last thing is Endless Weekend is that same scent from the lotion that I showed you earlier, but this is hand sanitizer. So I like to make sure I keep a hand sanitizer with me. Again, you never know. And plus with kids, you gotta stay clean. And I completely fibbed because I do have one more thing or two more things that I put inside of my bag. One of them being my phone. Now, you're gonna notice as I go along, like I don't like to carry a purse with me very often. I'm really bad about leaving my purse, about leaving my wallet behind. So I pretty much just carry my phone. And what I love about this is that it is a Michael Kors case, and on the back of it, I can put I have 3 things that I carry with me. So I have my debit card, I have my license, and I have my insurance card. That's all I feel like I need, and it works out perfect for me because I make sure that I have my phone and I have everything else with me at all times. So I will throw my phone in there as well. The last thing that I carry with me are my keys because I can't get to school without my keys. So I put my keys inside of there as well. It's really nothing fancy. I have all of these different colors just because they're fun, and it lets me remember which one goes to what. A lot of the times if one, I can't find my pen, or 2, I just don't have any planner around me at all, I like to have some type of a post-it note so that I can just write whatever it is that I need to write down and put it in there. And because my Inkwell press is only a quarterly planner, if I'm thinking of something that doesn't happen until the next planner, I can just write that down, stick it in the back, and then I can transfer that later once I pull out the new one. So I like to make sure I keep those in there too. And then the last thing that I have inside of this bag, and I know this is probably something that everybody's going to say, oh my gosh, that's so cute, I want to go and get one. And it's almost a little bit of a random thing that I put inside of there, but I used to work at Vera Bradley, and when I worked at Vera Bradley, we did a lot of little giveaways, especially like when we did new releases and new launches. Well, one of those giveaways was a tape measurer. So it is really cute. It's just a very small little cloth patterned tape measurer, but I absolutely love to have this with me because you never know when you're going to need to measure something. I know I was at the school the other day and I was like, oh my gosh, I need to measure, figure out what size curtains I'm going to need. So having this little doodly inside of my bag is actually really useful. And you always want to be that friend that says, yeah, I have a tape measurer, so you can borrow mine. So that is it for my what's in my bag video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed seeing what was in my bag. I am such a nosy person and I love to know what everyone is carrying inside of their bag. So if you have something that you're carrying in your bag that I don't already have in mine, please make sure you shout that out and leave it down in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you aren't already subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you can see more videos. And I will talk to you guys really, really soon. Bye! I am so excited because I am finally sharing my 2016-2017 teacher planner with all of you. Before I dive into it, I want to give you such a great big thank you to all of you who have been such wonderful supporters of me and of my planner. I really try to make it the absolute best that it possibly can be. I want to make sure that it's functional, it's beautiful at the same time, and that it's purposeful. For me, having a planner, staying organized is really important for my home life, for my teacher life.